Hello. We're gonna continue our MSQ. Hope he finished today, hopefully. I can just be so carefree about everything. The volcano really isn't real, right? All that smoke pouring out is just part of the glamour. That's a fiery place indeed. I wonder what it's steamed upon. I must say, it saddened me to see the scenery change in a week. Hello, Salem. Error download complete. User registration confirmed. Dauntless adventurers, I bid you welcome to Asile Volcane, the sanctuary of the strong. Fight with courage and honor, that your legend may resound forevermore in the arena of valor. MSQ? I don't mind it too much. I think it's pretty good, but not like my favorite. I still do like Shadowbringers and Walkamore in terms of MSQ. But this is like the worst. It's only an illusion. Only an illusion. Is it? Can I jump in? What's this now? Don't tell me you're afraid of lava. No. On your life. It isn't even real, is it? Well, definitely not. Well, don't take my word for it. Jump in and see for yourself. No need, I believe you. Yeah, I'm probably gonna play Picto for the raid tier. I'm on Picto. That there is the terminal. You can get to it via the caverns that run through the volcano. I'll go on ahead and wait for you. Take care around the wildlife now. Hey, Aaronville. I'll explore alone. You needn't worry. I'll give the wildlife a wide berth. Poor Aaronville. He's still coming to terms with it. You can hardly blame him. Let's even be for now. To be fair, I was gonna play this class regardless if it was good or not. It just so happens to be good. I'm doing Viper for Eden all the time. That's good. I haven't played a single minute of Viper yet. Oh. I've only unlocked it, so I don't actually really know too much about Viper. From what it looked like, it was like Reaper, where it's like busy for 2 minutes and then nothing. I mean, just in case, I'm also leveling a red mage, but I don't know. I feel like it won't be necessary per se. North. How can we jump into lava? Let me go in. Refund fish a cap. Yeah, I mean, I'll eventually level everything. Eventually. Where is it? Northwest? Okay, we're going exploring. I'm trying to jump into lava, huh? But she said it's not real. I'm gonna test it. Like, let me test it. Let me get in. Where's the center current? Northwest. 7. Let me just walk around Mr. Living liquid that's on fire. Alright, that's Living Liquid's model, man. You can't trick me. Look at that ass. Definitely his model. Northeast. Hey man. But look at what he cascades. I know that has it. I've seen that phase one too many times, and whenever he uses cascade, god damn bro. That fucking ass shakes. Northwest? Huh? It's in the volcano? I guess so. Okay, I'm going back then. No, yeah, it's in the volcano. I'm going back then. And these aether currents. How many more is left? 4 more. More than likely 1 more here, then I guess 3 more in there or something. Maybe. Mechanical soldiers are as common here as they are in Solution 9. I wonder how long ago they were created. Good question. Right, would seem to be the more direct path to the terminal. But I must say I'm curious about that building on the left. About a Coliseum. Looks like we have 2 paths to choose from. I thought I saw Kafka heading left though. While that would seem to be a detour, I must say I'm rather curious about that round building. Well, I'm always up for the scenic routes. Let's follow after Kafka and see what that building's about. I guess they want to go see the Coliseum. Or maybe they want to see Living Liquid, fire version. Living lava. I still want to jump in the fire. Aaronville is elsewhere, of course. What? Found her. I can see that much. A round building was seated for spectators. Maybe this is a fighting arena. Yes. Oh no, look who came this way too. Great minds, as they say. This appears to be a fighting arena. Is it also recreation of an actual place? In all likelihood. While I don't know the details, I understand such facilities were once common across the land. Though it's closed at the moment, even Solution 9 has Arcadian. It may well be a legacy of the past. Anyway, it seems the next match is about to begin. As I've already spectated my fill, I will move on, but you ought to head inside for a look. Did I have to choose 2 Lalafells? Already hard enough to see. Harkin is.
That rather resembles Arcanima, wouldn't you agree?
Indeed. While similar arts could have developed independently across reflections, this verges on being identical.
Is something wrong?
What?
Do we know each other from somewhere?
Come on, dear!
Oh, I'm sorry, but I must be going.
Wait, please!
You're new here, I gather. It may seem strange at first, but give it time. You'll grow accustomed to it soon enough.
No, I'm not. Rather, I'm, Oh, what can I say? Of course. This earring. Do you recognize it?
Impossible.
My name is Kryle. When I was a baby, I was taken from this world to another, where I grew up without knowledge of my past. I know not how much time has passed for you, and, things may not be as you expect them to be, but I'm here now. I found my way back. This earring, it contained a code with which I was able to reopen the gate. And I did, and I'm here. And...
Could it be as she claims?
She's not lying. I can tell. There is no mistaking the earring. Oh. How you've grown, my darling daughter.
it has been 20 years.
They really don't like living parents, huh? Man.
Yes, names. I'm Robor, and this is Alila, your mother. Doubtless, we have a mountain of questions for each other, but perhaps we can take this somewhere quieter? The heat wells, for instance. There's a spot there where we can relax and chat.
I swear. Final Fantasy is just like Fire Emblem. Living parents are not allowed, apparently. My goodness. To think that Crow would actually meet her parents. Miracles really do happen here. I'm happy for Crow. Could it be that the system orchestrated this reunion as well? Forgive me, this is all so much to take in. I'm struggling to collect my thoughts. Alright, I feel a little calmer now. I thought myself prepared for the possibility, but to actually come face to face with my parents was overwhelming. And having been parted from them as an infant, I'm not sure how to behave. Take your time. After everything that has happened, you deserve to do so. You have many things to say to one another. Now you can say them. Indeed, this is a meeting to be cherished. Just do what comes naturally, eh? Thank you, everyone. I'll make the most of our time together. You're our daughter's friends, yes? Make her bring her to us. Then we should meet our daughter again here, of all places. Let's keep an eye on things for now. You could carve the tension with a knife. It's such a strange feeling to be reunited with you beyond death. Your companions, what are they called? Oh dear, I completely forgot to introduce them. Over here is Woklamat, Vow of Resolve in Tuliolal. Beside her is Krahatia, my colleague and a student of Aldessin. And this is Tulky, an adventurer, but that hardly does her justice. She is the most dependable of friends to whom I owe my life. My word, we clearly have a great deal of thanks to give, don't we, dear? Oh, yes. Yes, we do. Our heartfelt gratitude to you all. Not the smoothest of beginnings, is it? If only we had some Shibruk Pibil to ease the way, am I right? Wait, that's not a bad idea. Hey, are you hungry? We could bring you something to eat if you like. Oh, thank you, but we're fine. You know, it's quite hot here by the springs. Something cold would be lovely. Understood. We'll fetch you all treats that'll help you cool off. I don't want to be a bother, but... think nothing of it. This is what friends are for. Thank you. We shall look forward to the cool treats. I feel like they just said that to leave the awkward situation. That was well conceived. Well, Clamat. And just putting what I learned in Yaktel to use. If I had to mention a potential problem, however, is that food here tastes like nothing to the living. Seriously? I had no idea. Still, it appears to be perfectly enjoyable for the endless. And going along with the idea, Carl likely understands this. May not instantly break the ice, but hopefully that will help. It will help to the thought. So shall we split up and look for what Lila requested? Something cold, ironically. This is supposed to be a special moment, so I say we go with the best treat there is. One that'll leave an impression. The locals ought to be able to recommend something. If you wanted to ask people near the Aetheryte, Tulky, Rahatia, and I will do is to say the same elsewhere. What snack to have today? You want a recommendation for something tasty and cold? The stall doesn't have anything of the sort, I'm afraid. But speaking of something cold, I could use an iced drink with my snack. I think I'll get coffee. Actually, a tea might be better, or even a lemonade. But I can't go past the beer. Yes, let's make it white beer today. A cold treat that will leave an impression. That's a difficult one. A Volcane is home to fighters, so the food here is mostly hearty and filling kind. Alright, there's a popular stall to the southwest that might just have what you're after. Why don't you go and take a look? Oh my gosh, it's a Florida man. I found Florida man. Ooh, after a long hot soak like that, I'm gonna need a Gold Star ice cream. What? You don't know Gold Star ice cream? It's only the most popular treat here at Sile Volcane. While it's a little tricky to tuck into, you can't come here and not try it. There's a stall just to the southwest, but you have no excuses. Okay, Mr. Florida man, thank you for the recommendation. So you're here too. Everyone I spoke with recommended Gold Star ice cream. Those colorful bowls stacked on top of each other. That beat ice cream, I take it. I can see the appeal, but it's going to be hard to deliver intact. We need 3 servings, so let's get Grahatia to help carry one. I could do a transportation expert. You know how many fetch quests we have? I mean, you can do it alone. Well, there do seem to be vessels for carrying 3. We're sure about this. Great, they're definitely safer in your hands than in mine. I'll go and tell Graha everything's taken care of. See you back in the springs. Probably gonna make us go back fast or it melts. Hello there, would you care for our famous Gold Star ice cream? Alright, 3 servings coming right up. Here you are. You want to be quick so it doesn't melt. Also be careful so it doesn't collapse. Good luck and enjoy. Deliver the ice cream to Crop before time runs out. You have 2 minutes and 5 seconds to complete the task. If you fail... Why is it 2 minutes and 5 seconds? Very precise. It's usually just like even 2 minutes, or not 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Very weird. Goodness me, what an amazing looking treat. Thank you so much, Tulky.
Never did we imagine that such a reward awaited us. Isn't that so, Robor?
Yes.
So awkward.
Oh, don't mind your father. Like me, he's still getting used to seeing you all grown up.
So awkward.
This is just excruciating.
I'd say.
Yes, well, a 20-year blank is not so quickly filled.
Even so, there's got to be something we can do.
You know, I think I might have an idea.
Raha?
What is he doing?
I want to know too.
Oh, you needn't force yourself.
It doesn't taste of anything to the living, surely.
No, it's delicious. I mean it. I've never tasted anything so good.
It really does taste so much better when we're all together.
Yes, indeed.
I'm suddenly craving dessert. How about you?
What does it taste like? Anything?
Truly, we've never felt so happy in all our lives. We don't know how to thank you. But at the very least, we can give you some answers. You've risked so much and come so far from them after all.
'Tis our understanding you are researching a power called interdimensional fusion. Will you tell us about it?
To begin at the very beginning, there is a legend passed down by our people, the Milala. In the distant past, we abided in a different world. Our homeland was a paradise of eternal summer. The flowers were always in bloom. Until, that is, the great calamity turned the very seas to ice. As those around them froze to death, our ancestors looked to a mighty relic for salvation. By its power, they opened a portal and used it to flee to another reality.
The key is none other than that relic, and it has been in the safekeeping of our people since time immemorial.
Yes. When lightning threatened this world, we attempted to use the key to flee again, like our ancestors once did. Alas, no matter what we tried, we couldn't invoke its power. We had all but given up when Preservation approached us with an offer of partnership. Desperate as we were, we accepted their help, only to later discover their ulterior motive: to plunder other worlds of ether. Seeking to frustrate their plans, we defected from the Order, and as their agents closed in on us, we seized control of the prototype gate and activated it.
What followed you already know. We sent our daughter and the key through the portal, entrusting them to the men we encountered. You were born with an unusual gift, you see. Upon learning of it, Preservation sought to subject you to experiments.
An unusual gift? The Echo, I dare say.
Our people, the Milala. Are there any ways I might learn more about them?
There are, such as visiting the cavern inside the volcano. Our ancient homeland has been recreated there. While it's intended to serve as an entertaining diversion, it ought to teach you a thing or two about our history and traditions.
May we go there? Selfish though it may be, I should love to learn of my ancestors. Of them. And of the legacy my parents entrusted to me.
Sure, by all means. As it happens, it's on the way to our destination.
You know, it's kind of ironic how they got reborn as Endless. You've gone through so much trouble for us. You all have good hearts. Our daughter's fortunate to have friends like you. The reason I find it ironic is because they wanted to not be under Preservation because they're going over to other worlds to take Aether. But then they become an Endless, which is the exact reason to why they're going around the worlds. Very ironic, but I guess it's not really their choice to be reborn, so I just find the irony in it. It went really well. I knew, Tulky. Your sense of balance is something else. Though it had no taste, the ice cream was a treat for the eyes. I'm glad it served to ease the tension. Tulky, Raha, Amati. With your help, I was able to not only bond with my parents, but know the joy of sharing a meal with them besides. For that and so much else, I thank you. As my parents told us, the cavern inside the volcano is a place for learning about the Milala's ancient homeland, but I'm hoping it will yield other information as well, namely information on Preservation. Preservation, the scientists who were researching interdimensional fusion, and prior to that, created the Endless. As living memories, likely also their creation, I expect they would carefully curate and any details concerning themselves, but I wish to keep an eye out nonetheless. I'm all for it, of course. Seeing as the key once belonged to the Milala, it couldn't hurt to learn about them. Right then, let's head inside. Looks like it is a single path. So this is how it is in here. This place has the look of an ancient ruin, but I suppose it's an illusion as well. These panels contain information about the Malala. It's very much like a museum. The panel bears information on the history of the Malala. Chapter 1. In the distant past, the Malala abided in peace upon isles of eternal summer. Winter never visited that bountiful land, and the flowers ever bloomed in all the colors of the rainbow. But such idyllic days did not last. For just when it seemed that the westerly wind had turned cold, the sea suddenly froze over. From the fish in the water to the birds in the sky, all the animals soon perished. This unnatural weather continued with seemingly no end. And one by one, the Malala fell until the death toll was beyond counting. Those who lived still could do naught but pray as they huddled together for precious warmth. Chapter 2. The Malalas are keepers of the mighty relic passed down through the ages. While it has the appearance of a crystal, by whose hand it was wrought is unknown. When a great calamity froze their isles, the speaker, their spiritual leader, fervently prayed to the relic for salvation. In answers to their prayers, the relic opened for them a golden path, one that shone like the light of dawn, and through it they fled onto a new land. Chapter 3. Since ancient times, the Malala have excelled in calculations. By using formulae and figures to represent all natural phenomena, they had succeeded in devising a unique system of magic. This gift proved invaluable in their new homeland, where they employed their calculations to etch arcane circuits upon the ore, which later came to be known as electrope. Through this ingenious technique, electrope was transformed into a tool that could not only store lightning, but convert it into energy of any element. So they're the ones that made electrope. The panel bears information on the history of the Malala. Chapter 4. Esteemed for their excellence in the study of electrope, the Malala were favored by the rulers of many nations. Some among them have attempted to invoke the power of their ancient relic to return to their homeland, but their efforts were to no avail. Never again has a golden path opened that allowed their ancestors to flee to safety. Eventually, the relic came to be forgotten, and some now question whether it ever actually existed. Very interesting. So they were the ones that made electro. Quite a mystical atmosphere here. Is this what the Malala homeland was like? Ding ding, correct. Oh, what's going on? It's our guide, I guess. The ancient home of the Malala people is recreated here in exacting detail, thanks to the marvel of electrope. The scale alone has been adjusted in order to accommodate folks of all proportions. Ah, but I've neglected to introduce myself. I'm the guide for this facility, and the steps of the speaker. It shall be my pleasure to assist you as you embark upon your educational journey. There's even a guide. I'll consider it. Alright then, as we wander around, if there is something we do not understand, we'll be certain to ask you. Incorrect. Visits to our facility take form of a quiz tour. So the correct answer is follow the instructions of your guide. That's yours truly. Sounds like a pain in the ass. I'm sure it will be both enlightening and entertaining. Let's have them guide us. Very good, madam. I've registered the 4 of you as visitors. Please proceed through yonder passageway to the chamber beyond. No. They say we're supposed to follow the tour guide. But I didn't. Is this a pattern of Malala motif? Judging by the elaborate decoration, this was a place of import to Malala. The wall is illuminated, so beautiful. If I may have your attention. You stand within a shrine of the Malala, a migrant people who roamed until they found new lands to call their home. According to folklore, they originally hailed from a paradise of eternal summer. Alas, they had no choice but to abandon it when a great calamity froze the very seas. The speaker, the spiritual leader, guided them to safety, and she is enshrined here with the sacred relic she wielded. In this place, they performed rituals dedicated to the dream that one day they might return to their ancestral home. A sacred relic. That must be the key used to initiate interdimensional fusion. Interdimensional fusion. If such a wondrous power existed, I can only imagine what great feats it could have been used to achieve. Now then, it's time for a history quiz. Ugh, here we go. There are 4 braziers in this room, each of which is accompanied by a panel bearing a statement. If you believe a statement is true, then you must light its brazier by operating the panel. Simple, yes? Without further ado, please nominate a representative and begin. If there are no objections, let's have Tulky do the honors. Come on, take a look at the panels, my friend. It's a good thing we read, huh? When lightning threatened the world, we in Malala turned to our relic once more. Invoking its power, we opened a portal and returned to our ancient homelands. Owing to our innate gift in arcane calculations, we in Malala not only transformed Electrope into a miraculous tool, but excelled in its study besides. As such, despite originally being outsiders, we are favored by the rulers of many nations. That's true. Praying fervently upon the sacred relic, the speaker opened a portal through which our peoples fled. However, she alone had to remain behind in order to sustain power. That's not true. Long ago, where people dwelled on the Isles of Eternal Summer, where the flowers were blue, the eternity did not last. The calamity turned the bounteous waters into barren ice. Remember, you must light the braziers whose statements you believe are true, or wait for your answers to be judged. Very well, let the judging begin. You have answered correctly, and on your very first attempt besides. Amazing. Great work, Tulky. I knew you could do it. Taken at face value, the information here would suggest that the Malala had simply migrated from a distant land. But we know better. We are aware of the existence of charred worlds, umbral calamities, and interdimensional fusion. For an event that froze the seas, the fifth umbral calamity comes to mind. That which ushered in the age of endless frost. And the legend holds that, during that age, the entire population of the South Sea Isles vanished overnight. The art of Arcanima, too, traces its roots to the calculations of the South Sea Islanders. But we cannot outright conclude that these people were the Malalas. There are at least enough points of similarity to support the theory. Ahem. Amused to your satisfaction, let's move to the next chamber. Another quiz waits. How many of these quizzes are there? Good question. Oh, I even noticed the fire things were above the screen. I'm like, where did they even light that thing anyways? Not realizing it was like right there. Oops. We have come to the most enigmatic location in the museum. Well, it is known as the Speaker's Rest. Everything else remains a mystery. No one knows what purpose it served, not even the Malala themselves. That's rather curious. Isn't it, though? Some have just suggested that this place is purely the creation of the faculty's designer. That it didn't actually exist in Malala homeland. It's generally believed, however, that the adornments upon the walls are masks that represents the emotions of men. That brings us to the final quiz. The question is simple. How many masks are there? The last one already. Oh my. Something tells me it's not going to be as simple as it sounds. Please take all the time you require. I should be here when you're ready to take the answer. Keep losing track. Might borrow brush from Crow. Mask represents emotion. This is a thought. Both emotions and memories are intrinsically bound. Could they be the Malala's way of expressing different phases of living memory? 3. The answer is 3, I think. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, there's a lot. Oh, this is a lot. It's kind of messed up, I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot. Because there's even more up here, like, can we be for real? Can we be a bit serious here? What is this? Oh my goodness. Steps of the Speaker. A set of spiral walkways hold records of Malala history and culture. Though their ancestral origin is seemingly unknown, the mascot decorations in the main hall are said to represent the reverence, adoration, and joy inspired by the presence of the speaker, the title given to the Malala spiritual leader. Northwest. Okay. Are you kidding me? It's down there. Is it 3? Is it actually 3? Maybe it is. Wait, this isn't the right way either. Man, this place is a maze. I just want the Aether currents. Oh. Wait, I can't go in there? Oh. Never mind. They just want to make my life harder and jump a fence instead. Looks like the last ones are gonna be far. Yeah, 872 west. So no more here. But 2 more far west. Will be the last area. Okay. So how many kinds of masks are there? I've determined the answer. 3. That's incorrect, I'm afraid. Try counting again or just go with your heart. Oh no. 5. Thank you, Pete. Incorrect again. 4. The answer is 4. What anyone else? Seriously? I thought it was 6. Like Tulky, I also believe it is 4. As do I. The correct answer is... 4. Congratulations to 3 of you. Damn it. Where the hell did I mess up? And that concludes the quiz tour for the steps of the speaker. I thank you for your visit today and eagerly look forward to your next.
Finished at last. Gods, I'm exhausted.
If the legend is true, the Malala were refugees from the source. But what is this relic of theirs that can bridge worlds? Who made it? And to what end?
Much about the key remains shrouded in mystery. By augmenting it with Electrum, Preservation did succeed in opening a portal. Yet they could never grasp how they had managed to do so, much less the underlying principles of the technology. To this day, not a single person understands the mechanics of interdimensional fusion, let alone who imbued the key with its power, when they did so, or why. But remember this. The key is a tool, and like all tools, in and of itself, it is a force for neither good nor evil. Once taken in hand, however, its capacity for both is made plain. In delivering one man, it may doom another, making a lie of its bearer's every good intention.
As did Preservation, Queen Sveen seeks to wield the key in the name of those she loves. And in so doing, makes her people party to the destruction of countless souls. We have told you all we can. To be able to share this with you at the last, it feels as though we fulfilled our purpose.
You've come to shut down the terminal.
Yes, we have. But perhaps there's another way, one that doesn't require the terminal's deactivation.
For the longest time, we've sought a means to erase ourselves before our knowledge could be used for ill. And in you, we have found it. So press on. Press on, and don't look back.
I will. May I ask you one last question?
Of course, my dear.
The earring. Why did you leave it with me?
Because, Kryl, we wanted to see you again. This may seem self-serving, but we wanted to leave a trace of ourselves with you. A hint to guide you to us, so that we could live in hope.
We've dreamed of this day for so long, but now that it's become reality, we wonder if we deserve to enjoy it. We wanted naught but the best for you, yet we've always wondered how much you might have suffered in our absence.
Do not torment yourselves so. As fate would have it, you entrusted me to a good man. His name is Galuf, and he raised me as his own. What's more, I've been blessed with the finest comrades anyone could have. It's thanks to you that I am here now, hale and happy. So please, be at peace. Be at peace. Mother. Father.
You already have a beautiful name, but if we might call you by the one we gave you? Maya. Our dearest Maya. We love you more than life itself.
Maya. My name is Maya.
They really just hit us with all this at the end, huh? Man.
Are you sure about this? You can leave the terminal to us, you know.
No, I must do this. Kryl, Maya, Baldessian must press on. Press on and... Farewell, Mother. Farewell, Father.
Farewell.
I may confide in you, Tulky. I've been anxious ever since I chose to accompany you to Tural. I was afraid of what I might discover. Perhaps I'd learned nothing, or worse, that my parents didn't love me. But now I know the truth, and I couldn't be happier. I'm glad I took up pictomancy, and I'm glad I mustered up the courage to say that I want to join you. Thank you, Tulky, for trusting me with your life, and walking with me all this way. Well, that's all I want to say. I'll see this through. Rather, we'll see this through together. My apologies for keeping you. Come, let's catch up to the others. It really hit you with all the sad parts at the end, huh? Everyone's mothers. Erinville isn't here yet. Worry not, I shall be fine. Lovely people, Robor and Alaya. The others have told me all. I'm glad Kryl could bid her parents a proper farewell. Now then, ask this question for the second to the last time. Are you ready to shut down the terminal?
You know how to do it.
I do.
Their memories may be gone, but their love will be with me always. Now that Aaronville has joined us, let's head to the last zone. Just one zone remaining. Are you alright, Carl? I am. I chose to forge on no matter what. And I've had the courage to do so because of you all. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I must say, the closer we get to the end, the faster time seems to pass us by. Come, let's head to the fourth and final zone. By now you know how to get to it. Get there, yes? Yes, we do. Excellent. This time, I'd like to quickly check on the Meso terminal. I'll meet you at the Gate of Remembrance. Come on, everyone. You, yes you, with the weapon. Pardon my candor, but you must accompany me to the Matchlock Menagerie this instant. What? No, I'm not asking you on a leisurely outing. I'm asking you to save innocent lives. I spied a trio of volcanic scorpions stalking after some defenseless animals. Were I to vanish and allow the scorpions to prey upon those creatures, I'd never forgive myself. I must make for the menagerie and defend them, no matter cost. Obviously, I can't chase off a nest of hungry pests alone. I require strength. Specifically, your strength. Step lively, then. We've no time to lose. Where is the menagerie? Oh my goodness, that's far. All I wanted was a relaxing reprieve in Opal Springs. I never thought it would come to this. I've placed something precious to me. See, a set of blueprints. I suspected I dropped them on the way to the springs, but the terminal suddenly shut down as I was retracing my steps. I was so absorbed in my search, I couldn't even vanish with the others. Forgive me my boldness, but you seem a generous sort. I'm sorely in need for help. Find what I'm after and I'll make it worth your while. Before my soak, I paid a visit to the Arena of Valor. I'll leave that area to you. For my part, I plan to scour the springs one last time. It's still so eerie that whenever you shut down a terminal, nothing plays at all. Arena advertisement. That's not it. Sure. Fighting familiars, wood versus solid gold. Will Malala tradition triumph, or will modernity make its mark in this monumental match? Here's be a list of matches from the Arena of Valor. While the illustrations of clashing familiars catch your eyes, it's a far cry from what you're after. Need a frigid treat to beat the heat. Shock and awe your taste buds with volcanic lightning. A new flavor of frozen delight that's got customers asking, how can something so hot be so cool? If ice cream sounds dangerously delightful, this advertisement makes no mention of anything remotely architectural. These are not the blueprints you seek. A massive tower crowned with a statue of a golden woman is mapped out in painstaking detail. These appear to be blueprints to the Meso terminal. The blueprints likely belong to the exhausted engineer. It would be best to return to Opal Springs and deliver them to her. I searched every nook and cranny for those blueprints, but I've not found a single scattered sheet. I don't know where else they could have ended up. Please tell me you managed to track them down. Oh, my blueprints. My dear sweet blueprints. How I've missed you. I just knew I'd drop them. I'll drop these on my stroll. Thank you ever so much for retrieving them. When we first began developments on the Meso terminal, I drafted these blueprints for its design. If you can believe it, the finished product is a work of yours truly. Oh, to be fair, the concept wasn't entirely of my own making. I have Malala folklore to thank for its creation. According to said folklore, the Malala were refugees from another world. Our ancestors once lived in a sun-kissed paradise by the sea, as until those very seas began to freeze. The calamity engulfed everything in its path. Under the protection of the Great Speaker, my ancestors were guided to this world and left in their homeland a towering statue of their savior. The Speaker was a compassionate and selfless soul, sacrificing all she had to save her people. Not unlike Queen Sphene, no. With the legend of the Speaker as my inspiration, I incorporated Her Majesty's beauteous visage into the top of the terminal, forever at the heart of our city. A flawless idea if I do say so myself. I gave everything, my passion, my time, my love of country. See these blueprints given shape. They aren't merely pieces of parchment, they're my life's work, personified. Yet I nearly left them to rot in the arena of valor. I would be laughing this off if I weren't so furious with myself. What's important is that you've brought them back, and I owe you a great debt. At this rate, I may never meet Her Majesty face to face. All I can do now, all I wish to do now, is gaze upon her glorious image before I fade away. You have my thanks, stranger. May fortune favor you, always. Well, they're gonna be gone forever. I guess those machines aren't technically endless. That's why they stay. Also kind of insane to see all this just disappear. And you can never go back to it. Oh. Well, I heard you can go back with New Game Plus. But canonically, you can't go back to it. I should say. Oh, it's far below. I saw them. I saw the scorpions. They're closing in on 2 tiny critters as we speak. Those volcanic monstrosities terrify me. But what terrifies me more is knowing what they'll do to their quarry if we don't act swiftly. Worry not, little ones. I'm on my way. Oh. I thought he can't even fight. Rots, I thought that was the end of me. I took every drop of courage I could muster. Thankfully, the little ones managed to escape without a scratch. I'll have to find them and lead them to the entrance before the other scorpions catch us in their sights. I'll meet you back there when all is well. You, my weapon-wielding friend, are a lifesaver. I realize this all escalated rather quickly, but you performed admirably under the pressure. That's the truth, I have a bit of history with those scorpions. In my previous life, I was tasked with introducing new and exciting creatures to the Matchlock Menagerie. Other guests might know the wonders of the animal kingdom. As one might expect, prospect of scorpions posed a great risk, and we often argued with the upper management as to whether keeping them would be worth the cost. In the end, however, the menagerie's curator ordered us to take them in. Supposedly, scorpion-based vodka was a popular delicacy in Alexandria before the war. The higher-ups sought to recreate those drinks and share them with the masses by way of a new exhibit. Time passed, and I finally returned as an endless, only to discover the menagerie in shambles. Those thrice-damned scorpions have the run of the place now. I should have argued against the curator's plans when I had the chance. I should never have agreed to that terrible exhibit. No matter how I tried to let things go, those pangs of regret never abated. So when I spotted those innocent creatures wandering into the menagerie, I felt obligated to return, to save what little I could. Thanks to you, my conscience is clearer, and our fuzzy new friends are none the worse for wear. Oh, what's a capybara? Perhaps these little ones were seeking out the hot springs. You may be onto something. Some species do love a good soak. If that's the case, they might have lost their way on the road to Opal Springs. Regardless, I can rest easy in the knowledge that these two will have each other. Even when I'm gone, I should be able to escort them to safety from here. Yeah, my deepest gratitude, and presumably theirs as well. Very cute. So this is it. Emerald still doesn't talk, though. Like before, it will be hard, for we must honor Kafkia's wishes. Oh, Erenville. . As far as I can tell, we still have some leeway with the Meso Terminal. Meaning you can carry on getting to know the Endless and the Last Zone. Way in the Path Gardens, called, and it's breathtakingly beautiful. That's where your memories are stored, yes? That's right. I left it for last so I could guide you for as long as possible. Very thoughtful of me, yes? Oh, a great idea just occurred to me. What might that be? I'll save it for after we've arrived on the other side. See you there. Our great ideas are generally less than great. Hey, Erenville. As much as I want to grant your mother her wish, I also want to respect yours. When all's said and done, I want you to be happy. I hope you notice. I know. I know. Kafka isn't only his mother, she's his mentor as well. I can only make it harder for him to say goodbye. Let's go. For now, we keep doing what we're doing, seeking out Endless and learning what's dear to them. Let's not keep Kafka waiting. I have faith in Erenville's inner strength. Not... What could this great idea of Kafka's be? Ever verification system initialized. User registration confirmed. Greetings and welcome to Wind's Path Gardens, a sanctuary of exploration and discovery. The marvels of the natural world await you.
If I could have everyone's attention, I know we have pressing business, but I'd like to say a few words. Before I died, I had 2 wishes. The first was to see who my Eleneshpia would become. I would say that wish has been fulfilled. Indeed, it has. For the boy who once shunned company has returned a somewhat sociable man, surrounded by wonderful friends.
Somewhat sociable. Oh, that's so mean to Erenville. Truly a mother's statement.
As his mother and mentor both, I couldn't be more proud.
Oh, this look.
As for my second wish, that was to see all manner of nature that I had never seen before. I hoped to explore every corner of the world and there find thriving life. But I didn't even get to see all of Tural, did I? Never enough hours in a day, or days in a year, or years in a life.
Kafkiwa.
Don't give me that look. Though, admittedly, I did go and spoil the mood. Apologies. What I was so poorly trying to work up to asking was this. I want you to help me fulfill my second wish. I have a good feeling about this place. There is so much here I've never seen before, I just know it.
We'd love to see it with you.
I thought you might say that. Thank you. Windspath Gardens is home to a collection of flora and fauna that once thrived on the continent. Like the rest of living memory, I haven't explored it in earnest. Controlling my vessel demanded all of my attention. But at long last, I'll get to meet the creatures here. Wrap things up with a perfect little adventure. So, shall we?
Absolutely not. We're to grant you your wish, and then what? You leave? You cannot ask that of me.
Oh, Ellen Neshpia. Please understand. I just wanted to end on a happy note. Not only for myself, but for all of us. Better that than a sad goodbye, surely.
Let's help Kafkiwa make some great memory. I'd very like Kafkiwa to chase her dreams to us. The Sanctuary of Exploration and Discovery. Quite fitting that Kafkiwa's memories are here. And with your consent, let's begin our adventure. Naturally, where we go about this, feel free to continue befriending Endless. Be sure to absorb the delightful scenery. Or there's so much fauna here. I somehow anticipated this. I thought those things were some enormous trees, but they're actually sculptural. What a lovely garden. The scenery here is nothing short of remarkable. I think that Sphene has managed to preserve it for the Endless. This particular garden is called Blooms of Discovery. Beautiful, isn't it? It's absolutely stunning, and they are all actual plants. They are indeed. These specimens were brought here hundreds of years ago for conservation, as a calamity had pushed them to the brink of extinction. So this zone is like a great conservatory. Precisely, my dear Kryle. Here you will find flora and fauna, the likes of which no longer exist elsewhere. Doesn't the thought just set your heart aflutter? I suppose. I expect that some creatures I encounter outside Thrall may have cousins in the world. While I am no expert on life and reflections, it would make for an interesting study to compare them. Now there's an idea. Leave it to my pupil to think up such. Here we have not only a world-traversing adventure, and a veteran gleaner, but a pair of Charlian's finest scholars besides. It's a veritable gathering of inquisitiveness, and I'm thrilled to be a part of it. I can't recall the last time my mother was so excited. When it comes to inquisitiveness, I reckon I'm a match for both you and Ernville. Kavkiwa looks awfully happy, doesn't she? Some creatures here do indeed appear to resemble those in Eorzea. Such was the case in the first two. To begin with, I'd like you to scout out the vicinity and report back with any points of note. This would be a good opportunity to speak with the locals. They're bound to be familiar with the area after all. As Ernville suggested, it would be interesting to compare the creatures here with those native to the source. I never ventured outside of Thrall, but I look forward to your insights. Just leave it to us. I've only been to Charlian myself, but I like to think I know interesting when I see it. Oh, hello there. What am I doing, you ask? Look up the trunk. See the plants within capsules. Oh, there are plants inside capsules. These are species that either can't survive in Windspath Garden or would become invasive and disrupt the ecosystem. The capsules recreate the condition they require, from tropical to frigid climes, while keeping them isolated. In this way, all and any plant life can be preserved forever, just like ourselves. What is that? Oh, that's a feat. You see creatures wandering about that resembles the trees native to the Twelveswood. The flower garden appears to be meticulously maintained, if not by endless, then by machines. Did you know that even the water here is created using electric? The initial product is too pure, though. The adjustments have been made so the composition resembles what's found in natural environments. That's just one of many things they do to create the ideal conditions for these plants to thrive. I don't know what's become of the world outside the barrier, but I should like to visit a lovely spot such as this in real life. Speaking of lovely spots, have you been to the top of this lookout here? It's a great vantage point, and there's even a food stall in case you're hungry. There's also an right there I need to pick up. My ancestors aren't actually Alexandrian, but hail from a place called Conde Petit. They had some unique customs there. For instance, when greeting someone, you had to say Lally Ho in a spirited manner. Our settlement was also famous for a gigantic tree that grew nearby. It was so enormous that when you stood at its base, the roots covering the ground went beyond the horizon. The terminal here at Wind's Path Garden is apparently inspired by that very tree. The Lifa tree, its name. It may not be real, but it's nice to have it as a memento for posterity. There was a beast I'd never seen before. While the arboretums of Charlian imitate natural environs, this place has a feel of an exhibit. In that sense, the word gardens does suit it well. Oh, welcome back, Tulky. Carl has just delivered me the most fascinating report. You have some engaging impressions to share too, I hope. Well, that's all interesting indeed. I must say, I am most fascinated by the ambulating trees. While there are similar creatures in Urokopacha, could you tell me more about the trees if you know them? Is that so? To maintain the ecosystem here, I imagine there are creatures that serve as our prey. The management of ecosystem. It calls to mind Labyrinthos, does it not? That it does. Lest you wonder, Labyrinthos is a storage facility deep beneath Charlian that contains a recreation of temperate climate zone. Such a place exists. Amazing. By the by, did anyone also catch a sight of a large scalekin? A large scalekin, you say? What does it look like? Nothing I've seen before, but it was rodent-like form and walks on all fours. Looks like a rodent, wouldn't that make it a beastkin? No, it's covered in scale. Ones that appear to mimic succulent plants, by that. I would definitely classify it as a skeleton. Well, it's hard to say for certain without seeing it. Why don't you show me? Very well. It was in the flyer field earlier, and it should still be near. Let's head over there then. When we find it, we'll see who's right. The two of you should come along too. Lend us your opinions. Go ahead, Tulky. I'll let the others know and then join you. This is so exciting. Come on, help us find the creature. This is the area. The bee sting gave the impression that I moved frequently. What am I even looking for? He spotted a beast resembling the Eshivor he encountered in the first. That's the one there. I see. At a glance, it certainly has the look of both scalekin and beastkin. Let's examine it more closely, shall we? Tell me your observations. Covered in plant-like scales. That was also the first thing I noticed. I dare say those scales are for hiding in foliage. Having studied it, I believe the scales upon its back are in fact a unique form of hide. Rather than being shed, it grows with the creature. You may be right. If you consider that along with its other characteristics, such as its face and hands, it's more likely to be a beastkin, like you said. Physical examination would be needed to confirm this beyond doubt, but I'm satisfied simply to have seen it. Seems you alone were familiar with the species. Where did you encounter it? The fairy kingdom of the first. Tulky has been to the very edge of existence. She has seen life that others could only imagine. Amazing. Creation truly holds no end of mysteries. Oh, I'd love to see them all. A life beyond the bounds of our star and plane both. Looks like we're having fun. Hearing about the unknown never fails to rouse me. I felt the same way when Kent and Ram and Galuf treated me to tales of their travels. You've met my grandfather too. Oh, didn't I already mention it? It was when Galuf came to Tural to investigate the Golden City. I happened to have business with Gulo Jaja, so we met in Tuliolal. Little did I know that the tiny babe he was cradling would return as you. To think that our paths had crossed all those years ago. Not only yours and mine, either. Aaronville was there too, you know. I don't remember. Quite fine if you don't. It was actually because Galuf told me about Charlotte that I later urged Aaronville to take up gleaning. My fussy Bun Bun was growing up dour and withdrawn, and it was when I was at my wit's end I recalled your grandfather's story about gleaners. Seeing the world through their adventures would inspire a change for the better, I believed. I'm sorry I was dour and withdrawn. If you ask me, you still have some work to do. But it's because you're the way that you... It's because you're that way that you're with us now. And I, for one, am grateful. Well, let's keep moving, shall we? There's a facility that I've been wanting to visit. The Claro Museum of Nature. They're supposed to have creatures that take you on leisure flights. There's just one problem. It seems only 3 people can fly at one time. And you and Ernville should go. The rest of us have plenty of other things we can do here. There's room for one more. Why don't you come join us, Tulky? And it's settled. The museum is at the bottom of the ramp that runs west of the Laynode Arrow. Come on. Look after Ernville for me. All this time, my grandfather was a common thread between us. Do not mind us and just enjoy yourselves. We should explore a little more and then make our way to the terminal. Northwest. I'm gonna search for the Integrin first. Southeast. Eh? Oh. Oh wow. I'm blind. Do not mind me. I may be very, very blind. And one last quest, which I'm assuming is MSQ. Here it is. Clara Museum of Nature. The main building is closed due to aether shortage, but happily they're still offering leisure flights. And these are the fellows that will bear us. How adorable. They don't look capable of flight. Come on now, you know better than to judge a creature by its appearance. This will be great, I just know it. Begging your pardon, but this is where you can go on leisure flights, yes. Indeed it is. Bearing you will be our adorable Mewapiras, or especially trained by Turali friend. Say the word and we will send you up, up, and away. And there you have it. Shall we then? You're ready. Then go ahead and mount up. The Mehawapirans fly a set route, so you need only relax and enjoy the view. The capybaras. How exhilarating. How these things fly is beyond me. I'll be damned if they really do fly. Hey, the way we're flying in formation, don't we look like migrating birds? Except we're on giant rodents. Speaking of migrating birds, the mallard is where your name comes from. Did I ever tell you that? That I knew, but I learned it from the shamanis, not from you. A migrating bird can fly anywhere it desires, even across oceans to distant continents. You've done just that, my clever mallard. I thank you to not call me that. Oh dear, is it over already? Time really does fly when you're having fun. What joy to see a living memory from up high. Ah, that was wonderful. An experience worth saving for the very end. You two enjoyed yourself as well, I trust. It was enjoyable enough, I suppose. For my fussy bun bun, that's high praise. I'm glad I invited you and Tulky. Thank you for indulging me. If I could go for another 100 rides, but I must settle for the one. It's time we headed to the aero terminal. If there are still things you wish to do, you'll want to do them now. When you're ready, make your way along the path yonder. I'll find the others and let them know the same. She's only a facility constructed from her memories. I understand this. But when she's right there, as alive and spirited as I've ever known her, how am I supposed to do it? How am I supposed to erase her? Does she even know how it tears me apart? Poor Annabelle. Or such a thing isn't easy to do. I don't think it's supposed to be easy. It's not fair. It'll be hard, but let's send Kafkiwa off with a smile. We saw you from below. It looked like you were having fun. We'll be there for Aaronville. Of course, losing someone's very hard.
How delightful this has been. Not since my journey with the Dawn Servant have I enjoyed myself so. No, I'm selling it short. This was even better. And that's because I was able to share this adventure with my darling boy. Well, this is as far as I can go. As for the rest...
Just stop. You're doing it again. Deciding everything by yourself, and then disappearing.
Elaneshpia, you're my pupil, so you ought to understand. Everything that lives must one day die, and that which has died isn't meant to return. This is the way of nature. Mine is an unnatural existence, and I've suffered it only because I had to unmake this twisted mausoleum. But now that brave souls have appeared to whom I might entrust my mission, I may finally embrace the end. can't you be happy for me?
How could I be happy?
I was actually quite scared, you see. Scared that I'd be trapped inside the barrier forever and denied the thrill of discovery for all my days. Your coming gave me courage and comfort, Eleneshpia. More than you know. And now here I stand, unburdened and free. In this moment, the happiest of my life.
Those feelings will live.
As you wish, Mother. I'll continue what you began. You were right, of course. Leaving home has broadened my horizons. I've met my friends and found this place. So I bid you leave your dreams with me. And no, I'll go where you couldn't go, and do what you couldn't do. I will.
Look at you. All grown up and dependable. Yet with so much more ahead. A world of experiences await you, each a lesson of its own. You may know failure and burning regret, but these too shall become beacons to guide you. So come what may, hold your head high and carry on with conviction. And wherever your journeys take you, keep me close to your heart, will you? I should like to be there, to see what I haven't seen.
You will be, Mother.
Now, run along. And never forget that you're my pride and joy. I trust you all can handle the rest. Take care, and farewell.
I couldn't have asked for more fulfilling final hours than these. I'm so happy to have met you, Tulky. You and everyone. Thank you for the memories. And thank you for watching over my Baronville. It'll be fine now, I know it. Oh, I think that was the saddest one of them all. Man. That was definitely... that hit me hardest. out of all of them. We carry on with our hopes and memories in our hearts. Let's see our task through to the end. No more doubts. I will shut the terminal down. I'll leave this to you, Erenville. I won't waver. Not anymore. Ready yourselves, and so am I.
That makes all of them.
All that remains is to wait for the meso-terminal to become vulnerable when it's about to initiate fusion. And then we strike.
Please be advised, we are entering the final phase of world bridging. Repeat, we are entering the final phase of world bridging. The ether of all residents will shortly be replenished. Be at ease. No action on your part is required. We thank you for your patience.
Wait, it's already begun?
Oh, we won't let Kafka's hope be in vain. No time for tears, just as well. Let us finish this. Not a moment too soon. It's as if she's saying she won't let us do as we please anymore. Through our time here, we've come to know what it is Fiend seeks to protect, but that doesn't change what we have to do. Ah, the final quest. Dawntrail. We'll carry out Kafka's plan. It's our best chance of stopping Fiend. It will be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt. We're all prepared, I assume. That goes without saying. Come, we head to Meso Terminal. I will do my part too. Whatever it takes, we must protect that which we hold dear. Our parents are watching over us, I'm sure of it, as is my grandfather. No good. It seems we can't simply shut down the missile terminal like the others. Not surprising, in the least. My mother did tell us its defenses are tight. But she also left me a means of circumventing them. A program that will send your souls into the terminal's memory banks. Therein lies a virtual domain generated by Spheen's memories. So we would venture into this domain and then seek out and stop Spheen. If our souls are transferred in their entirety, dying in that domain would be no different from dying outside of it. There is no guarantee of safe return. Nonetheless, that is a risk we must take. We've already come this far, and I'll be damned if I'm going to turn back now. By meeting the Endless, I've gained a better understanding of Spheen and the burden she bears. I want to say a few things to her when we meet again, even if it doesn't make a difference. Whatever happens, we won't let Spheen walk her misguided path any longer. Those we've yet to meet. I'll do all I can to provide support. Mother has instructed me on her program as well as the world within the terminal. Also keep an eye out on your bodies while you're gone. Should it come to it though, I won't hesitate to call on our comrades outside. I'm acutely aware of my limits. Upon entering the terminal, we will most certainly meet with fierce resistance from its defenses. Then there is Spheen herself. In order to initiate interdimensional fusion, she said that she intends to erase her own memories. What manner of entity she will become as a result, none can say. And if she invokes the key and opens up portals to other worlds, she would have access to vast amounts of aether to bring to bear against us. We must be prepared for anything. Whatever we encounter won't change our objective, and won't change what I'll do. Come, my friends, it's time to settle this. The classic, the final dungeon into Trial. Usually back to back. Alright. Let's go. Get it.
To the memories of better days, I bid farewell.
Have you heard? Princess Spheen is here.
Your smile means all is right.
If I smile, it is because you all smile for me.
Damn. I didn't think. I need them to be grouped better, please. Never mind. This is messed up. Didn't even let me paint. Messed up. What the heck? What the hell is that ugly thing? A dynamo? It is a dynamo. Figured it'd be a dynamo. Dynamo cross. Dynamo. Oh, that's first.
people, and I will protect you. The painful memories of war I lay to rest.
Saying like they remind themselves that this isn't real. The NPCs, I should say. I can use that. What the heck is that?
Just the beginning.
Where is he going? Oh my gosh.
Fear not. You will all live on. And at the last, my final endless.
What the hell? Everything is just broken.
They've done it! They've preserved the Queen! We can't give up! Not until he can put the...
They're not summoned in. Why did they aggro to me? I'm not the one that charged it first. Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Oh, this looks like the final. the heck? Leading edge technology eliminator. Alright, now. Interesting mechanic. Cool boss. Although, it's a very... I don't know how to word it. Cookie cutter, I guess, in a way. It doesn't offer too many things you need. But, well, nonetheless. Also need to use the washroom real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, off to the final. Final trial. Fight with Sphene. That's the only thing left, really. How convenient to have a square stage.
Sphene! Sphene, listen to me, please!
I'm afraid she's gone.
Synchronization will soon be complete.
Synchronization complete. Data for the Endless Sphene has been overwritten and reconfigured. All shall be well, henceforth and in perpetuity. Forever will I keep and cherish my people. To that end, I have removed the remaining checks upon my authority. Obstructions to the plan will be summarily removed.
Wait, I still haven't severed.
Be gone from my presence. to eliminate his battle data, you pose the single greatest threat. As such, you will be erased, here and now. I am the bearer of the memories of Queen Sphene of Alexandria, and my desire to protect my people transcends all others. If it were you, could you have found another way? With your strength, could you have held fast to that which is dear without sacrifice? Listen to me. There's something that I need to tell you. Is that concern or suspicion? If things should take a turn for the worse... might I...
I know what I must do.
Obstructions to the plan will be summarily removed.
Interphos? I wonder if that actually means something. I have DPS queues, so might as well look it up. Nope. Looks like it's a Final Fantasy thing. Suppose it's just her. Whatever that thing is. Shame I have DPS queues though. So we're going to be doing a bit of waiting. It's also great that we have Azim's crystal. It's the best plot device to summoning her. This could be a trial. But we need to canonically make it possible that you can summon people. So here, have this crystal. It's amazing. Single-handedly the best plot device they add into the game. Explains every trial without fail. Hey, how'd you summon 8 people? Or 7 other people? You know, the crystal. And it's like, what do you say? It's like, oh. It's a crystal, man. I will say this expansion's themes, I guess like the main themes, are a lot calmer compared to every other expansion's themes. Like Shadowbringers was a really good theme. Same with Heaven's Sword. This one's a lot more like, how to say it, like upbeat, I guess. And usually the final themes here is like or the final story trial as the final themes. So I am very curious to what they're going to do here in terms of music. More than likely this is like phase 1 of the music. Usually there's 2 phases. Like usually 2 phases. So even if you remember 80s also was 2 phases. Shinryu was technically 2 as well. What was that Walker? Meteon? If you count LB as a phase, I guess. Technically 2 as well. Well, it's Thornton. Thornton's after the Knights, I guess. Ultimate End. AR was kind of an anomaly. That's it. It was its own expansion. It didn't really fit much into the molds of other stuff. Because AR's end was a duty. Was Library a fight. Just need to find 3 more supports. Surely we find another support. Man, why is finding 3 more support so difficult? I just want to play the game. Oh wait, I lost 2 DPS too. Man. Oh, gosh. Great, I have half of everything. I don't know where my DPS friends went, but they're gone. Eventually. Need 3 more. Oh my goodness.
The worlds have been bridged. Be at ease, everyone. Your ether will soon be replenished.
Being eternal.
I will suffer no interference. Disappear.
Figured as much. I don't like the look of that. So double right to stay left. What the? Oh shit. Oh, I didn't see the walls. Boom. I did not see the walls. Very interesting mechanic.
Do not be afraid. Death is not the end.
Acceleration bombs too. Why? Why did they leave me?
System alert. Aborting process.
You know. Why'd they leave it? Why don't they just use healer open?
Is this a rift in reality? Has she lost control of the power? Sphene, listen to me. I understand. I do. And I know that you won't be swayed from your course. But if there's truly no other way to resolve this, then face me. Not as a machine, but as the real you.
Lamachi. This is what I desire, and I will not fail. I can't bear to lose them. Not again.
I feel your pain, as if it were my own. At last, I think I know you. All of you. bear it in your stead.
So the rest don't need to hold LB. They could just heal their LB at all. That would have been fine. Oh, interesting. Here I thought there'd be another LB or something.
Sphene!
Your voice reached me, Lamachi.
Is it really you?
No, only in part. My memories as a living person are gone. I've been remade from those I had as an endless. However, I cannot remain long, for the Meso Terminal will soon cease to function. Once, you wanted to know me, Lamachi. Let my last act be to give an honest accounting. I am, above all, sorry for the suffering I've caused your people and mine. I am ultimately powerless against the inevitable, unable to do aught but visit harm upon the innocent. I am, in the end, a pitiful, selfish creature. One that should never have been created.
You strive to make your people happy.
Our nations are worlds apart, but they feel so close. Who knows what we could have accomplished had we walked together towards a shared future. And yet, it could never be so. We each had our own to protect.
If only I had met you when I was still alive, then perhaps. But it's no use dwelling upon a miracle that didn't happen. Still, if there's one thing I hope you'll believe, it is this. Brief though it was, I treasured our time together. It pains me to think that its memory will disappear along with me. I know I have no right to ask this of you, but when I'm gone, my people, will you?
We'll take care of them. Don't worry. And we will never forget the Endless. Neither them, nor the time we spent with you. So be free of your burdens, Sphene. And sleep well.
I will. Thank you. Farewell, my beloved Alexandria.
So it was that the meso-terminal fell dark, and the Endless departed for oblivion's embrace. Their resplendent paradise was no more, as the memory sustaining it faded with the golden light. Even so, in a way, they live on. This I felt with conviction, as I basked in the glow of a new dawn. It remains to be seen how interdimensional fusion may have affected other reflections. Kryle's parents spoke of the power's capacity for both good and evil. I cannot help but wonder how Sphene's deeds will be remembered by those they touched. the key that started it all was entrusted to the adventurer. Such an artifact certainly lies within the Scion's realm of expertise, and no objection was raised to their retaining it for research. By order of Vau Kona, the Skydeep cenote was placed under the strict watch of the Landsguard. With the mighty Bakul Jaja among their number, they shall not want for strength, even in Soralja's absence. Upon learning of their queen's passing, the people of Alexandria mourned and wept. Having devoted herself to sparing them sorrow, the sight might well have moved Svín to tears. However, with Wuklamat carrying on her legacy, I have faith that her subjects will know joy once more. As anticipated, the news that young Gululja had succeeded his father as king was greeted with trepidation. Reception was also mixed when Wuklama came forward to name herself as the boy's guardian. But the people were mollified to learn that Everkeep's systems remained operational, and there would be no impact on their lives. One day, when he is older, Gululja will decide for himself what manner of ruler he will be. Till that day and beyond, may the path of the young king be illuminated by the love of family. Meanwhile, in Tulliola, the people came together to hail their new Dawn servants' great victory. Having honored those they lost, they turned their attention to a brighter future and celebrated for 3 days and nights.
The city getting sworn by children. That's funny
Not
to me.
everything had been resolved, though. Though those who had spent 30 years in the dome struggled to resume their former lives. This and a host of other challenges remained. But as the new Dawn servants continue to lead with strength and wisdom, the people may be assured that peace will endure.
I don't really hate Dawntrail too much, though. I think in terms of an expansion, it's not the worst. I don't think it's the best either, but I think story-wise, it's alright. Don't really think it can trump over Shadowbringers for me. Thank God Woke saved everyone. I mean, I can see why people don't read it too highly. It's a bit corny. But it's alright. At least the dungeons are a lot more interesting, I will say. Some of the dungeon mechanics are very interesting. I do think though it's... In terms of the rate tier, I'm excited. Although, with what the Arcadian is meant to be, I feel like it's just gonna be Coliseum style fights, probably. Arena or Coliseum fights are gonna fight like monsters or warriors. That's what it seems like it's gonna be. I think what else? Trials were cool, at least the normals. That second one's gonna hurt my brain, I can tell. Especially with the swords. That shit's gonna hurt my brain. More than likely there's gonna be more to it too. I have not looked into any of the trials or EXs. So I'll see what's different about them. Alright, fuck my group on Thursday to help me. This I probably like more than Stormblood. More I think about it, but well, it's made story-wise. I adore Stormblood's raids. In terms of raids, we don't know yet. But in terms of story-wise, I like it more than Stormblood. Worse than Shadowbring's Endwalker and Heaven's Sword. Somewhere in the middle, in terms of like story-wise. I'm okay with the new direction though. I'm okay with not having to fight some big bad constantly. I'm okay with the Warrior of Light not being like the center of focus. To be fair, what can you really top after Endwalker? There isn't like a bigger threat that you could really go and solve. But being a mentor and guiding Woklama, it's an okay direction. Interesting direction. And I don't hate it. Really. And environment-wise, it looks... all of them looked really interesting. Very unique as well. Lucian 9 is all like... I saw pictures of it in the live letters and whatnot, so I knew what I was going into, but it still looked really good. As well as the last area was really very well pretty. Darn shame that you can't see it unless you're doing it plus, but very beautiful area. Trying to think what the other areas were. We had a mountain top with the giants and Alu. Texas was one of them. Oh yeah, the gosh, what was that village name? Oh, Cool Jaja's village. I can't remember what it's name. Amuk? Amuk was also very pretty. The blue forest. Then there was heritage loss, which admittedly wasn't the most pretty place, but alright. Lucian 9 carries it, it's okay. What else was there? Hanu village. Wasn't anything too special. This is like an Amazoness forest, but that wasn't like the most building. Lucian 9 was very pretty. I like that a lot. Very pretty. God, that they wanted to make the last two level 99, level 100 quests just like constantly sad. Every parent reuniting and leaving. Oh, they could spread it out. I had to hit you over and over. Iron Boss was the hardest. That one hit the worst. I think it's mostly because Iron Ball had such a hard time coming to terms with. Makes it even harder. Or how much you cling to someone. It is normal for natural things, natural wave things, whether we like it or not. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. Picture of Jaja. Raja. There's even a real Jaja, I think is it? I am curious to what they're going to do post expansion quests. Probably a lot of focus on Gululja and people of Alexandria, if I had to take a guess. I feel like that's like one of the big plots left. That or Turali, internal conflicts with I guess the giants that still want to invade. But I am a lot more excited for the raid tier and the Eden Ultimate. I feel like Eden Ultimate's going to be very, very interesting. I'm very interested. Very excited for that one. But that's a whole pet cycle away. We have to go through the raid tier first. I do like a lot of musical soundtracks for this. OSTs and Dawntrail. I feel like each place really fit their theme very well. Especially for expansion that was originally done for vacation and or helping someone win a throne, but stakes weren't as high, but music was so good, so it goes very well. Props to him. Alrighty. I think that's most of my thoughts for expansion.
I'm sorry, we haven't been able to talk properly. Oh, between the reconstruction work and Papa's funeral, I've hardly had time to breathe. But at long last, oh, there's a lull in my duties. You've done more for us than we could ever hope to repay. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
When we left Eorzea behind to take part in the contest, none of us could have predicted what complications would follow. You truly have a knack for finding trouble, my friend.
How else do we find adventure?
And you wouldn't have it any other way.
So what's next for you? Assuming you're still set on leaving the Gleaner's life behind?
I'm off to fulfill my mother's dream, of course. Like she had intended, I'll embark on a journey in search of the unknown. She's sure to enjoy my stories when we meet again in the ethereal sea.
Well, well, sounds like a plan. But will you have the coin to get by?
I may no longer be a gleaner, but I still have contacts in Charlian. Contacts with deep pockets, always eager to pay for information on new or rare species.
You've got it all worked out. And what of you? Any new adventures in the offing? Regardless, until you're ready to leave, you're our guest here in Tulky. And this time, I won't pester you to take up a post. By now, I know you well enough to know you can't stay in one place. No more than you can ignore the plight of those in need. Your path will always lead you elsewhere, and you'll continue walking it. Isn't that so?
An adventurer to the marrow you are. What is it exactly that spurs you on?
Legacies I bear. Homecomings are usually uneventful affairs. This time it was anything but for me. But all is well that ends well, and we have you to thank for that. Well, as much as I'd love to keep chatting, I need to get going. Still a heap of things to do, and it wouldn't do to leave it all to Kona. By the way, did Guloja decide to remain as Narn? He did. I said that he can consider Tulky his home, but he's more comfortable over there. Chael keeps an eye on him for us. We will visit him as often as we can. He still needs our support, especially when he's agonizing over his inherited authority. Though I told him he needn't make a decision right away, we can't postpone it forever either. I'll do whatever I can to help Guloja, as well as everyone inside the dome. I promise as much this fiend. For my part, I'll be keeping to Tural for a time. Among other things, I like to look into the problem with the wildlife in Shaloni. If you get the urge, Tulky, let's go on another journey together. There's still plenty of places I would like to show you. Now that sounds like fun. If you ever have a need of me, I'll come running. Oh, and before I forget, I also have a gift for you. Guess what it is? An alpaca. It comes from Tulky's stable, of course. And it's as sure-footed as they come. Perfect for an adventurer who's always on the move, eh? Here, this is the whistle for calling it. No, we do get an alpaca. That's great. Really? Right, I'll really get going now. But I'm sure we'll meet again soon. Till next time, take care. Weird seeing Aaron Wolfhard's backpack, I'm not gonna lie. That's really weird. Fellow citizens of Alexandria, ever since our beloved queen's passing, you have understandably abided in grief. Sorrow darkens your once bright faces. But is this what Her Majesty would have wished to see? No, most assuredly not. We know this to be true. If we are to honor her memory, we must reclaim our smells. To that end. The RTX is turning on. That's right, friends. After a long hiatus, I'm pleased to announce the grand reopening of the Arcadian. The realm's finest fighters stand ready to entertain you in glorious and thrilling combat. Come join us, I bid you, and let your cares be forgotten. The skies aflame proclaim night's end. Thoughts unto adventures tend. The brave make haste. Oh, I can't read that quick. Man. You've completed the main scenario quest Dawntrail. Quests to unlock new content have now become available in Tully at Solution 9. Additionally, you may enter Alexandria with a party of NPC avatars. Rest well, Seeker of the Unknown, for many and more adventures awaits you. Okay. I'll have to pick up everything later. Because I for sure need to pick up stuff for expert. Well, I'll do that at a different time. Well, I think overall I don't hate Dawntrail. I think it's a cool expansion overall. Not in my top 3. I still personally like Endwalker a lot. That's my favorite. Endwalker, then Shadowbringers, then Heavensward. I'd probably put Dawntrail, then Stormblood, and AR. That's probably what I would rank it as. But anywho. That is all. Alright, that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and thanks for sticking around. Hope you have a good rest of your day or night, wherever you are. Take care. Bye bye.